3, 2, 1, and we're live. I'm Mac the Hooligan,
Grand Danny Perp.
and you're on the Stoop. Today we got Whoislucci.
What's up? It's me, Whoislucci.
What's up, yo? It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's been a long,
Really long
time.
fucking time.
Yeah.
But we've known each other for a grip.
Yep. Since the high school days. Before I knew who was Lucci. Now I know who she is. So making music with her.
Word, I'm going to have to figure out who that is in a sec. But I just want to say to everybody, we got our homie Gavin here today on the podcast.
Yep, what's going on?
Gavin's going to be part of the team, part of the Stoop team. He's going to be taking care of like some social media shit and helping out with promotions. So we got him here today. Talk some shit, whatever.
Awesome to be here, man. Thanks
Hell
for
yeah.
having me.
Love having you, buddy. It's a good time. So you guys know what it is. If you want to fucking support the cast by donating, you can drop a fucking donation at the Stoopcast on Cash App. And that's the Stoopcast on everything as well. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't fuck with Twitter. You know that.
Yeah, we need money for merch.
Yes, sir.
We want to be doing fly things.
I got a fucking prototype in the works for the merch. So it's in the works of being printed. So we'll have that shit soon.
I have some ideas.
We got some crazy fucking bangers coming out soon. Lots of crazy episodes. So stay tuned. All right. So let's get into things. Who is Lucci?
That's a tough question. Honestly, I feel like Lucci, like obviously my name is Lucia, so we came up with the name Lucci just because it's short for my name. But like as an artist, I feel like I'll never really know. It's just like that's kind of why I came up with that name, because I'm always finding out new things about myself, and the music changes as I change. So I thought that was a cool name to go along with what I'm trying to do.
That's a good mindset to have too,
I like
though.
the name.
Like always
Thank
evolving
you. Yeah.
and shit, always changing,
cool.
never staying the same.
Right. I mean, I put out 2 songs with another name is Lucci G because it was always Lucci Gucci. Everything on my social media was always Lucci Gucci. And then I was like,
That's cool as fuck,
like,
too.
who is Lucci? Like, who is that? And everyone would always ask, who is Gucci? Because that was my Instagram name. So I was like, nah, I don't know. Thought it was a cool name.
Well, I fuck with the gimmick, like the pink hair and the fucking. You just rock out. You're just savage with it, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely the pink hair is like the best thing that ever happened to me, I feel like, because it just like feels so much more like me. Like I tried so many different colors, and then when I hit pink, I was like, wow.
I thought about doing
Nice.
pink in mine. I was like, should I
You
do
should
pink?
do it. You should
It's
do
like
it.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody's gonna stop calling me Slim Shady and start calling me Lil Peep.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
Which is worse?
I mean,
feel like
neither.
yeah. No.
Neither. I like both. I
Right.
mean, it's not really an insult,
Yeah.
but whatever. It just kind of gets annoying.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
I get
come
a
on, guys.
lot of people asking about my hair, like a lot. Just yesterday, I was stopped by like 3 people. Oh my gosh, look at your hair! I love your hair. Like, it's just like such a conversation piece. I feel like, and I love it. I don't
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like I'll ever change it.
It's good to have like something that makes you
Yeah.
pop, you know, like
right.
people recognize that shit. People say like, you know, whatever, you know.
There's no hiding from anybody with this. Like, you can spot me a mile away, which
Right,
is kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Especially like in a function or something. My friends are always like, you don't have to look far.
Just
I
find
was
the
actually at
pink-haired
Disney
girl.
with my family, and they're all like, oh, you're the easiest one to spot.
Right, hell
You can
yeah.
see me from halfway
Hey,
across
that's
the
a good
park.
idea.
Yeah.
I got separated from my group with no phones in Disney. No, it was Universal. They have a thing where you can't have your phones in line, so you're gonna put them in lockers now.
Oh, yeah.
And so we put all of our stuff in a baby stroller, and me and my little cousin went in line, and then everyone else went, alternating because they had the kids. Well, the ride got fucking stuck, the Harry Potter ride, and I was literally separated from the group for an hour and 45 minutes. I asked like 5 people if I could use their phones, and a bunch of them were like, no. I was like,
Oh my
I just
God.
need to make a phone call. And they're like, no. And I'm like,
Jeez.
okay. One kid was like, he was playing a game, and I was like, hey, when you're done with your game, can I use your phone? He's like, all right, but I want to do a couple rounds first. And I'm like, all right, like, cool. And then like 15 minutes later, he's like, all right, make it quick. And I'm like, dude, why are people so fucking rude?
Yeah.
God damn.
Welcome to fucking Massachusetts.
No, this was in fucking Orlando.
Oh yeah, no, that's Florida. You're right.
Yeah, but people are bad in Florida, too.
Yeah.
They're,
You just went to Florida, right?
yeah.
What'd
my
you go
parents
there for?
actually live there like half the year. So I go down and see my mom when she's down there, but like the people down there are just like a different breed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fucking crazy.
You do any types of like music shit down there, or like?
No, not yet. I am gonna be actually going down there next week. My birthday's next
Nice.
week, so I made a week long trip. But
That's the
yeah, I'm trying to get some studio time when I go down there, and I'm shooting a video, so that's gonna be exciting, something to look forward to for sure.
Who's shooting?
It's his name is Ray.
Lil Ray?
No, different Ray. His
Oh,
name
different
is
Ray.
Rayan, and yeah, he's one of my friend's boyfriends, but he's a really great photographer, so I'm excited to work with him, and it'll be somebody that I'm comfortable with, that always makes a big difference, especially when you're shooting a video. You're out here acting crazy, doing whatever, you have to look comfortable. If you look uncomfortable trying to be yourself, that doesn't come out good ever.
Yeah,
So
facts.
I definitely look forward to shooting with somebody that I'm cool with, which was the first video too. Obviously I'm Kariuki. I was cool with him enough to be like I was in my video. So
Right. Yeah, let's talk about that. So you just dropped the fucking music video for YUCK?
Yeah, yuck. That was so much fun. It was just so much fun to do that video and to make that song and everything. And I really like the song. I feel like it's just such a it's just a fuck it song. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's a
fuck
banger,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank
fucking
you.
banger.
Is
Thank
that the one you showed me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yep.
fucking sweet.
I showed a
was
lot of people,
I was
actually.
Do you? Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank
Oh
I
my
really
God.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it's such a I don't give a fuck song that it's really cool.
Those are the best songs. The ones
Yeah.
that just don't give a fuck. It's just relatable and easy, and it's on a bop too.
Yeah.
Something you just go in there and fucking smack out in a little bit,
Yep. Definitely didn't take long to make that song either. We were just fucked up and I don't know. It just kind of came out of nowhere and
Music's
an
supposed to
hour
be fun,
later,
dude.
yeah.
So let's go.
That's what I mean. There were some people writing some negative stuff on YouTube, which obviously I
whatever.
expected. And I just went back and I was like, yeah, I had
Haters.
so much fun making this song. It's not gonna make me second guess anything how I feel about the song. It's
You
just,
gotta think about it hate is noise
yeah.
and noise is noise.
Right. Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't make
Look
me
at the
feel any
numbers.
type of way. Right.
How many views it's at now?
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
what's it at? Almost 3,000 now?
Almost, yeah.
And that's what, a week and a half? Not even?
Yeah, just about 2
Yeah.
weeks now. So
Especially for a first drop under a name, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's the first drop under Whoislucci, and I have to say thank you to Karaoke for dropping the video through Denied Approval, because that definitely
Let's talk
helped a
about
lot.
that.
Yeah, Denied Approval. That's
shout
the
out
new
to
wave.
fucking
Shout out
Denied
to
Approval.
Karaoke and Denied Approval, because that is literally I fucked something up.
No, you're good.
That is the most hardworking person I've ever met in my life, and he has
Can you still hear it?
only in one.
Actually, yeah. Oh, ooh. Mine's left and right.
Going back on what I was saying, Denied Approval and Karaoke. Karaoke is the most hardworking person I've ever met in my life. He has the greatest ideas, and he will stop at nothing to get them done. There's not anything that will stand in the way from him achieving anything that he wants to do. I really have to give that kid so much credit.
How'd you link up with him?
So it's a funny story. I was in Miami for Rolling Loud last May. And we have a mutual friend, and I guess Karaoke posted something about needing somewhere to edit. And my friend was like, hey, do you mind if he comes here? I was like, absolutely not, no problem. And I had known who he was just from the videos in Worcester that he has done. And he didn't know who I was at all. So he comes upstairs, and we're all sitting in this, in my friend's apartment. And it just came out that I was from Worcester. And he's like, oh, my God, you're from Worcester? He had no idea. He, thought I lived in Miami. I was like, no, this is not my apartment. These are just my friends. And we ended up just getting wicked close after that. And then he moved up to Worcester. And we lived in the same house. And that was, super cool. I just got to see, he really is. I give him so much credit.
Hell
He's
yeah.
such a hard worker.
For him
He
to put
doesn't
you on that
stop,
platform's a big deal. No matter how good you are, your shit's dope. But no matter how good you are, for him to put you on that platform, that's a big platform.
Yeah, oh my God,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
Forever grateful of everything that he's done for me. Just
Hell
shooting
yeah.
my video and then to put me on there, I was like, wow, really thankful.
Yo,
Shout out to Denied Approval. Go cop some of their merch too.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, didn't they just do a Supreme?
Yeah, that shit was
merger?
crazy. Dude crawled up a billboard and put his own Denied Approval
Nice.
sign on top of the Supreme
Yo.
billboard in LA.
Persistence is the key to success.
Right.
Persistence. Always keep going.
That's why
People
I
die
believe
off,
in him, because it's
fall
not gonna
off.
stop.
They stop fucking making music, and then if you're still around, yo, so who's an artist in Worcester that's still doing shit? If you're still doing it or anywhere, you'll make it.
Yeah,
That's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. You'll be the ones that getting putting on the big shows and getting fucking national attention.
Mhm.
Always keep going and never give it up.
I read a quote the other day. It was hard work pays off more than talent. You know, so
Yeah. And it's all about putting yourself out there and meeting the right people and just working your ass off. Like, you can't stop. So,
like we were talking about networking.
Yeah.
Networking is the biggest thing about all of this. No matter what you do, if you're a fucking artist, if you're a designer, you do podcasts, whatever the fuck it is, if you're not networking, you're slacking.
right.
Yeah, you gotta drop messages, links, send it to people.
Right.
Get
Yep.
your foot in the door.
Even just that one of our friends that I said, me and Kariuki's friend, for him to see on social media that, like, he needed somewhere to go, and he knew him from another friend, and then it's like it all comes full circle. Like, it's really important to network. You never know who you're gonna meet. Like, I probably shouldn't have met him through other people, but, like, it's just the way it worked out, So, gotta be selective with who you meet, but also definitely try to meet as many people as possible. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, back in the day, when Korn was like first playing out shows from like Los Angeles to Sacramento, they just sticker slapped everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's how people started to like fucking.
Oh, we
Get to
gotta
know
do
them.
that.
You
that's
should
what
do
We
that.
gotta do
That's
that.
so
We
cool.
need stickers.
When we went on tour, what we did was every gas station or somewhere we stopped
Mhm.
at, bars, place stickers, and just put our business cards everywhere. All the venues, wherever you would look, dude, it was like I Spy.
Yeah.
Fucking boom, 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 boom. Fucking.
The best part of
That's how
that
you
was
do
I
it.
saw everybody afterwards posting pictures like, oh, look, I found another sticker. Oh, look, another sticker. It was all over Instagram. It was sick.
Hell yeah, dude.
You be playing shows in Boston, right?
I did one show in Boston. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Was that your first show?
Yeah, my first show.
I saw the
ever.
little vlog that was
Yeah,
done.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did a vlog. I was really drunk. I was so nervous. I had to get drunk or else I would have probably been like
Yeah.
super awkward and weird. So, but it was a lot of fun. I had Gibri there with me, and I had Tio there with me, and I had OG and a few of my friends, and we had a good time. It was
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of fun.
Speaking of them, let's talk about the team.
Let's talk about the team. Okay, so my best friend in the whole world. Shout out to my guy, Tio Moore. That is another person, like, oh my God, I owe my life to him. Like, I really do. I could give everything to him that I'll ever make in my whole life, and it still wouldn't add up to what he's done for me. Like, this kid is really the best person in the whole world. He has the biggest heart, and, like, he really believes in what I'm doing, and I'm so grateful for that. He works his ass off to try to do the things that I tell him to do. Like, I'll call him the cover art for Yuck was made like 2 days before the song was out, and I called him in like a state of panic, and I was like, cover art. I was like, I never
was some
even
sick
thought of
artwork, I'm not
anything.
gonna
I was
lie.
like, I never even thought of it. And then I'm like yelling at him to be like, it needs pink hair, it needs to be gross, but it also needs to be kind of cute but a little weird. And like, he sends me it and it's spot on perfect, and I was like, I love you
Hell
so
yeah.
much. Like, he
I didn't even know he did graphic design up
Yeah,
until I saw
he-
that.
he
I was like,
does.
oh shit, what the
he
fuck?
does. He actually did another cover for me for a song called Chia Pet. It's out on my SoundCloud. And that was another one where I'm like calling him in the middle of the night and I'm like, you need to put my face on a chia pet, okay? Like Lucia, okay? A chia pet. Do you understand? He's like,
That's
that's-
fucking
that's
genius.
yeah,
fucking
it was
awesome,
so
dude.
What the
yeah.
fuck?
And then he ended up doing it, and it's so funny. If you look at the cover, it's like it's hilarious.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
and
that name is fucking perfect. You can just
Right.
like put it in anything.
yeah, it's
I love
definitely
combining
versatile.
words. I don't know if anyone else does that, but like,
Grand Danny Perp.
Yeah,
yeah, or like, I don't know, just like random shit. Someone would be like, I can't think of an example, but I'll think of one later. Just shout it out.
Grand Danny Perp is the example.
You're an example.
Yes.
I'll make a fucking example out of you right now.
I tried.
And then there's also, I have to shout out my two friends, OG Kid. You had him on here for a podcast.
Yeah, shout out to OG, dude.
Yeah, shout out to
He's a
OG.
good kid.
And shout out to Nano Rex, because they're both very, very hard workers, and they're doing so much with their music, and they're really going to both take off. Like, Nana's music is so
See,
good.
I don't like personally know him, but I saw the video that he posted of that show that had like the song on it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hit him up. I was like, yo, this song slaps. I
Yeah,
was like,
oh my
I
God.
need this.
It's
Hi,
one of
Josh.
my
Shout out
favorite
Josh.
songs.
Josh is here. All right. And we're back after some awful
Some
fucking
fucking bullshit,
shit that
dude.
we're going to cut.
Awful.
Let's get back into things. So what do you got coming out?
I have a lot coming out. I have
A
a lot
lot?
of stuff done. Yeah, it's all like, I guess it's on me to figure out what I want to job next and like going forward.
How
And,
much? How much do you have?
I'd say the next like 5 months are like solid, consistent drops with like videos, content, everything.
Stuff already made?
Yeah, all done. Can't wait for it. I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
excited. But like, I'll make a song and then I'll play it over and over and over and over for like 6 months, and then I'll start to not like it, and then I'll go back to Gibri, which is why I have to give him so much, like, everything, just being so thankful for him, because I'm literally crazy. I'll go back 6 months and I'll be like, I hate this song. Change everything. I want to put it on a new beat. I want a different bass. I want the beat
The
to
second
change.
I do that, I don't like the song
You
anymore.
might as well
though.
just make another song.
I know, but that's what
Yeah.
he says. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, no.
No, I feel that because you overplay it when you make it perfect.
Right.
I mean, like, that's what they, when you do something, just stick with it. It's just like write it out, the whole basic riffs and shit, the verse, the chorus, spice it up with some shit, and then like just even though you're gonna overplay it till it's perfect, you might not like it. Leave it, start a whole new one with the new idea you got, and do that as the next song. That way the album flows like it's like not one song, but like
One solid idea.
one solid idea
Yeah.
that flows into the next, which is cool. I mean, a lot of bands do that.
If I don't like a verse on a song, like if I hear a song that I did, I'll love it at the time or whatever, and like, shut up, Max.
No,
Jesus.
let it out, bro. Free country.
Holy.
Cats have freedom. Animals have freedom of speech.
Yeah, true. If I'm making a fucking song and I like finish it and I find another beat and I'm like, oh, this verse could go better on this song, I like gotta think about it again, because anytime I do that and go and record that song with that same verse or whatever, I kind of like don't like that as much.
Yeah.
I end up I'll like it while I'm doing it or whatever, and then I'll hear it again and I'll be like, whatever. Let's throw it on another beat.
Yeah.
Let's throw it on another beat. At that point, it's just kind of like I've learned to just scrap it.
Right.
If the flow, whatever you thought it was good, and it ends up being something you don't pop in your head, whatever, I just kind of drop that shit.
I feel like we've definitely like hit it a couple times by doing that. Like I'll revisit it a few months later and I'll be like, hey.
Oh,
Like
for
Chia
sure, it
Pet,
happens.
That was like on a whole different other beat, and it was like a whole different flow. And then he was like, the song is good, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't like the beat and I don't like the flow. And then we changed it, and then I ended up putting it out. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, toss it.
Yeah,
Done.
for sure.
And then he'll
I've
be like,
had
no,
more
this is
that I
so
toss
good.
than
I'm
I
like,
keep.
no. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Definitely. And if it wasn't for Gibri, I'd probably, and if it wasn't for Tio, I'd probably scrap a lot more than I do, because he always tweaks it and makes it into something that I like after I'm like, nope, I hate this, throw a tantrum, and then.
It's amazing what a mix can do.
Oh my God, it's amazing what he can do. Like everything he does, I'm like, how? I'll send him like the weirdest sounds, and I'll be like, can you make this in a beat? 10 hours later, he'll call me. He's like, yo, I made a fire beat. I'm like, oh my God, how? I wish I knew how, because I'd do it, but
I had my homie
I don't.
who does shout out to K Demption. He's one of my producers.
yeah, I know him.
Oh,
too.
you know Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny, yeah.
Kenny's a good kid. He's a really good kid. He comes over to my house once a week and we work on beats and stuff.
Oh, dope.
And I was talking to him. I was like, yo, this would be a crazy idea. And we kind of did it without filming it. But he took a Guitar Hero controller and he plugged it in and plugged it into FL Studio and like made the Guitar Hero controller into a MIDI.
What?
And he literally
makes
made a fucking
fucking
beat
sense.
out of the fucking Guitar Hero
That's
controller.
fire.
Yeah, it was
That's so
crazy.
cool.
That makes so much fucking sense.
It's fire. And you gotta like, and he made it so you have to strum it too to like play the chords and shit.
That's really cool.
It was so sick.
That's
I was like, damn, you're a
creativity at its
genius.
finest, dude. See, I can make cool beats if I didn't get stuck trying to find sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, oh, this sounds cool, but if I like turn up the fucking, I don't know.
That's
like,
how Moose is,
All
dude.
the other things. I'm like, oh,
Moose
that
is
sounds
crazy.
Cool. Oh, that sounds cool. And I don't know where to go with it.
See, I have no patience to learn any of like the programs or anything like that.
Right.
Like I don't know. I feel like I'm like more hands-on creative, but not with like technology stuff. Like I can't learn this.
So you like just going in the studio and like just
Yeah.
getting on the mic and just
Yeah.
letting the rest
And
happen?
that's why I have to be so grateful for Gibri, because fuck, I'm gonna keep doing that. You have to cut that out. That's he will be
Bleep.
so mad at me if I'm saying his name, but that's why I have to give Tio so much credit, because like he can just work with what I have to bring, which is basically just my music, and then he just does everything else. So he is a big part of my music. Like, he's a really, really big part. And I feel like not a lot of people give him enough credit for being, like, such an artist, too. He is such a good rapper. I wish he put his
I never
music
hear him rap.
out.
I just hear
oh
his
my
beats.
God. He would never show anybody, but he is a great rapper. He's really talented. He can sing, too. Yeah, he's just, like, a all-around talented guy.
Yeah, shout out T.O.
Yeah,
I
shout out
fuck with
to
what he's been doing
I know.
for a long time.
Yeah,
sure.
And he's just the nicest kid. It's actually funny because going back when you said I did the show out in Boston, I was really fucked up and I kept saying over the mic, like, shout out to T.O. Moore, shout out to T.O. Moore. And he was like, yo, I think you said my name like 7 times. I was like, yo, I just had to make sure everybody knew. I had to. People all the time, they ask me like if they can send me beats, and I think it's really, really nice, and I'm really grateful and like happy that people are reaching out to me to want to work with me. But at the same time, like, I feel like me and his bond is so strong, and like I can just be myself around him and all the other people that we work with. Like, it's kind of hard when you meet someone over the internet and you don't really know them and you use their beat, and then it's like, well, what if you want to change something little in their beat? Then you have to ask them if it's cool, and it's kind of just like it's so much more natural when you're with people that you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun making music. That's like that YUCK song. It was like one of the funnest times I've ever had at the studio with him.
He produced that?
Yeah, and it was
Beat and
actually when he we were starting to build his studio space that he's been working on. And so we had the mic set up on a broken stand, covered in duct tape, on the floor in his living room. We had we had the couch and he was sitting on the floor. We had the broken mic and we recorded that song. And like, looking back, I'm like, that's going to be a story that I can tell people. Like, I was working with nothing. Like, we had literally nothing. And we made a song that I feel like it was the funnest song I've ever made.
If you
so
didn't
far.
come from literally making music and nothing, then I don't know, man. If you
Right.
just didn't spoon-fed the whole
Yeah.
process, if you haven't experienced that, when I first started recording raps and stuff, my buddy Ben, you remember Ben, Gavin remembers Ben. So we had this crib, and there was a basement, and in the basement there was this like little closet area with like a bathroom in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the bathroom was literally just, I don't know if you remember this, but it was just like a toilet, and in like a probably smaller than this table.
Mm-hmm.
The room was. And we'd fucking go in there, and I put like a bunch of shit up and put the mic in there, and we called it the shitty booth. Because it was literally like the toilet in there. You'd sit on the toilet, and you'd have the mic, and you'd be scrunched up, and you'd just fucking rap.
Right.
And that's
Adds
what we came
character.
from.
Definitely adds character. The first time I ever recorded a song was in T.O.'s mom's craft room when we were still in high school, and we had like a little mic set up. He had like a little tiny mic set up on the desk, and then he was using his dad's computer, and it's like it's so crazy. Now he's building like a full studio, and it is, oh my God, just to see how far that we've come from when he started, how far he's come, is crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't think I would have ever really made music without him either. Like, when I was in high school, he was like the first person I told that I really wanted to make music, and he was the first person to ask me to like, hey, come through, like, let's make music. And I would beg out for months, be like, hey, can I come over? And finally he asked me, and I was like, yes. I was like, yes.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
yes.
At that point in my life, I was making the metal music.
Yeah.
So I kind of didn't get that linking up with everybody that made like raps and stuff
Yeah,
in high
he was
school.
the only person that I ever showed my like rapped for or to really in high school. Like, nobody else really knew that I was doing that at all. And then I graduated, and I was like, yeah,
I didn't
gotta do
know.
that. Yeah, no.
I had no clue. Honestly, like, I had
even
no
my best
clue up
friends,
until
like,
recently.
Nobody knew. Really, it was only him. I would work with him all the time, and just trying to like find my sound. And I'm still kind of working on that now. But I feel like that's something that like people put a lot of pressure on artists to kind of find a box and fit in it. And it's like, I don't think I'll ever really do that. That's why I kind of had like fun with the Whoislucci name, because it's like, I want people to ask, like, who is that? You know what I mean? Even if a year from now I look completely different and my music sounds completely different, like, the name is still there, you know? And I feel like as an artist, like, you guys know, like, people want you to have one direction and just stay in that lane, and you try to steer off from it. Like, oh, no, I like when you did this better. Okay, but what I'm doing now is making me happy, and I feel
Right.
comfortable doing it. So
You're making what you like.
Right,
you know?
right.
You're-
If you don't like your own music, like,
Why are you making
why?
music?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you making it?
I see people making music all the time that and I hear it from people like they're just like, oh, I'm gonna make a certain sound
Right.
to make a certain sound.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just to be
go
classified
in there and
as
just have
making
fun,
that
make
sound.
something that
right.
you like.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree. Definitely. See, I'll drive around and listen to my own music. Like, I love doing that.
I'm my biggest
favorite
fan.
artist. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Who's
Me
your favorite
too.
artist? It's me, dude.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
you're making music and your favorite artist isn't yourself, then that's I don't know.
Right.
You should be your favorite artist,
Definitely.
or you should at least aspire to be. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. So you got any projects like planned? Specific
I think I'm gonna
albums or anything?
I'm definitely gonna put out an EP probably by the end of the year, but I want to keep going with singles until just until I feel like I'm at
Well, that's the wave, though.
yeah.
To be honest,
Oh,
because I've
definitely.
noticed a big difference as opposed to dropping an album. Like a single will get a lot more attention because you have more time to focus on just one specific point
Right.
instead of focusing on 10 songs. You're
Yeah.
focusing on one thing.
That's
Check
why
this
I don't
one
even
thing
want
out.
to do an album yet because I feel like it's a lot of pressure to put so much like of yourself into such a big, you know what I mean, a big
Yeah.
project. And if I do maybe like drop a mixtape or an EP, like I do want it to be like 4 to 6 songs, like nothing crazy, just maybe something a little short, maybe even have some of the songs flow into each other, like have 3 5-minute songs rather than, you know.
Yeah,
I
people
like
with
doing the
attention
short stuff
span.
lately.
Yeah.
The short songs
A
lately.
lot
have
of
been
songs
Oh, yeah.
are short now, like with bands and shit.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
bands have like 2-minute songs. Like,
That Yuck song is not even 2 minutes long.
Well,
When
see,
we were
that's
shooting the
that's good
videos,
though
it
because you
was-
think about it like if you drop a 3-minute song and somebody listens to that whole 3 minutes, right? That's one play. If you drop a song that's a minute and 30 seconds, that's just as catchy, and somebody listens to it, they're gonna listen to it twice,
Right.
Because that's
yeah.
Yeah.
that's the listening time. That's the period of attention that you want to spend on something to grasp it and take
Right.
it in. So if you make something that's a minute and 30 seconds, that's 2 plays.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I was gonna add like a second verse on there, but then I listened to the whole song a few times, and I'm like, I think I made my point. I think I said what I had to say in just that quick amount of time, you know?
A hook,
Yep.
verse, hook.
Yep.
Okay, well that one's not working. All right, well fuck it. All right, we're gonna cut it there. Hit the exit, whatever bullshit.
We love you.
Hey, thanks for having me today. The Stoop, I had so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Really
There's no
appreciate
camera
guys.
on you, but you can say your shout outs. Tell them your fucking
Yeah.
ats.
Shout out to Mike the Hooligan and Grand Danny Pert for having me on the Stoop. And yeah, you can follow me on IG at Whoislucci. And my new song, Yuck, the video is out via Denied Approval on YouTube. Also on all your favorite streaming services. That's Yuck by Whoislucci. Thanks again, guys.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. You guys know what it is. It's the fucking Stoopcast.
Doopity doopity doop.
You guys know where to follow us. Stoopcast on everything. The Stoopcast on Cash App if you want to donate and support. We got lots of cool shit coming. So,
So go donate.
yeah, go donate.
So
Stop
we
being
can
pricks.
fucking clothe you,
Right.
bathe you in accessories.
Bathe you in Stoop Kid
And it
merch. Come
says
on.
the Stoop
Jeez.
on it, which is cool.
All right, man. I'm Mac the Hooligan.
Grand Danny Perp.
You've been on the Stoop.
Bye.